Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Chicago PD's new promo sets up tragic roadblock for Burzek before their wedding. Chicago PD is going to do something it's never done before, which is conclude a season with a wedding ceremony. Kim Burgess, Marina Squirciati, and Adam Burzek, Patrick John Pfluger, are set to be married, and the bulk of season 12 has been building toward this exciting moment. Or so we all thought. The promo for the upcoming Chicago PD episode, Black Ice, suggests that Burzek may be in danger in the weeks preceding his wedding. The veteran officer witnesses a tragic accident on a bridge and goes down a rabbit hole of clues and suspicious activity. He eventually stumbles upon a horrific sex trafficking operation and a deadly confrontation with one of its perpetrators. We've seen Burzek delve into the depths of human depravity on this show before, but the promo goes out of its way to highlight the risk he is taking so close to his wedding day. Burzek leads a raid on what appears to be one of the sex trafficking locations and is promptly attacked by one of the men in the rooms. Things get ugly fast, and we see Burzek get stripped of his gun before being shoved against a wall. To make matters even more stressful, Burgess tries and fails to get into the room in which her fiancé is being attacked. The promo actually closes on the unsettling moment in which she attempts to kick the door in. She lets out a scream of anguish, knowing that Burzek is being physically attacked on the other side of the door. Grim stuff. Chicago PD has dangled the Burzek wedding in front of fans all season, but it clearly has had fun, and will continue to have fun playing with the notion of it actually happening. There was a brief moment at the end of the episode, seen and unseen, where it seemed as though the two officers would decide to elope instead of have a full-blown wedding. Black Ice will represent a different threat, in that Burzek could be laid up in a hospital as a result of the injuries he suffers during the sex trafficking case. We seriously doubt that Chicago PD writers would go as far as to kill the character off, given how important he is to the show's appeal. But he could very well end up injured to the point of suffering long-term damage and or delaying the wedding. Of course, the One Chicago franchise is famous for teeing up dramatic stakes in promos and then subverting or downplaying them in the actual episode, so we could also be looking at an instance in which Burzek manages to get out of this seemingly very sticky situation with ease. We can only hope. The latest promo for Chicago PD has fans on the edge of their seats and clutching their hearts. Just when it seemed like Kim Burgess and Adam Burzek, affectionately known to viewers as Burzek, were finally heading toward their well-deserved happily ever after, the show throws a devastating curveball that could threaten everything they've built. The promo opens softly, with tender scenes of Kim and Adam sharing stolen moments between shifts. Burgess, beaming, tries on a simple yet elegant wedding dress in front of a mirror, while Burzek, in a separate clip, nervously fumbles with a ring box tucked in his jacket pocket. Their faces, full of hope and excitement, are a gut punch for longtime fans who know that happiness is never easily won in the Windy City. But then the mood shifts. In the blink of an eye, the camera cuts to sirens blaring, officers sprinting toward a chaotic scene, and Voight barking out orders. There's a glimpse of Burgess's partner, Officer Atwater, looking grim as he holds back a crowd, while Burzek dives headfirst into a dangerous situation. A chilling voiceover from Voight rumbles, "When you have something to lose, the job gets even harder." The scene that follows hints at a tragedy no one saw coming. Burzek and Burgess had spent so long clawing their way back to each other, healing from trauma, betrayal, and the unpredictable nature of their jobs. They found peace in their shared love for Michaela, the daughter they've fought to protect, and their engagement felt like the start of a new chapter. But Chicago PD has always lived in the space between hope and heartbreak, and the new promo suggests Burzek is about to be tested like never before. A few heart-stopping frames show Burzek undercover once again, something that has historically torn him and Kim apart in the past. He's seen slipping into a grimy warehouse with a group of dangerous men, his badge nowhere in sight. Meanwhile, Burgess is shown frantically searching a series of crime scenes, panic creeping into her normally composed demeanor. Then comes the gut-wrenching moment, a gunshot, a scream, and the sound of Kim's voice breaking as she shouts Adam's name. The screen cuts to black. Fans have already started piecing together the tragic possibilities. Could Burzek be wounded or worse before their wedding? Could a deep undercover assignment pull him away, forcing Burzek to postpone their vows once again? Or, in classic Chicago PD fashion, could there be a devastating twist no one sees coming, one that leaves Kim and Adam questioning if they can survive yet another tragedy? Adding to the tension, the promo teases a massive internal investigation that threatens to tear the intelligence unit apart. A new character, an ambitious young investigator with the Bureau of Internal Affairs, is shown grilling Voight and his team, warning, no one's untouchable anymore. In one fleeting clip, Burgess is seen in an interrogation room, not as an officer giving a statement, but as someone possibly under investigation herself. Could a decision made in the heat of the moment jeopardize her badge, her freedom, and her future with Adam? The heartbreaking symmetry is unmistakable. Just as Adam and Kim are preparing to say, I do, they're being ripped apart by the very world that brought them together. The city's violence, the corruption, the trauma, all things they thought they could finally outrun, seem determined to pull them back under. Still, if Chicago PD has taught fans anything over the years, it's that Burzek is resilient. They've weathered betrayals, near-death experiences, the loss of colleagues, and the crushing weight of personal demons. Their love story has always been messy, complicated, and painfully real, and that's exactly what makes it so gripping. One moment from the promo offers a glimmer of hope amid the chaos, a silent scene where Burgess and Burzek stand in a hospital hallway, hands clasped tightly, tears in their eyes but determination on their faces. It's a reminder that no matter what comes their way, they have always chosen each other in the end. Social media exploded within minutes of the promo dropping. Fans flooded platforms with theories, desperate for answers. Some are convinced the show is setting up a fake-out, building tension only to deliver a triumphant Burzek wedding. Others fear a heartbreaking death or a major life-altering decision that could shatter the couple's dreams indefinitely. I swear if they hurt Burzek again, I'm gonna riot, one fan tweeted, their post racking up thousands of likes within hours. Another wrote, Burzek deserves happiness. Please don't do this to us, Chicago PD writers. Showrunner Gwen Sagan has remained tight-lipped but promised in a recent interview that the final episodes of the season will be emotional, surprising, and incredibly powerful, especially for longtime fans of Burgess and Burzek. In many ways, this latest challenge for Burzek feels like a full-circle moment. They started as partners in the squad car, survived years of missed opportunities and heartbreak, and slowly, painfully found their way back to each other. Their love story isn't wrapped up in fairy tale perfection, it's forged in fire. And that's exactly why fans root for them so fiercely. No matter what happens in the coming episodes, one thing is clear. Burzek's road to the altar is about to get a lot bumpier. The question is, can they survive the storm one more time? Or will tragedy finally tear them apart for good?